Hi, here's Max, and today it's time for the second part of the mini album series. As I told you in the last part of this series, I did 3 albums already a while ago, but only now found the time to work on these videos. So this time it's a 15 by 20 centimeters paperback mini album. I did a lot of paper flowers for the cover, which I embellished with jewels and silver stickles. Together with other small elements like acrylic tags, keys, little bells, flowers and leaves, I tried to create a vintage look that we will see throughout the album. The cover is wrapped in flocked paper that perfectly matches the vintage theme with its ornaments. This time the closure is a simple satin band that is glued onto the back of the album. I did not use a special paper line this time, but simply tried to use all the little scraps that I had in my stash. I also used a lot of stamps and die cuts this time, and will of course list them in the description box below this video as usual. Similar to the last album, you will also find a lot of room for photos and tags for journaling in this album. But the fact that the bases are paperbacks will enforce a certain pattern of pages. Here on the first page, the bottom of the paperback creates the hinge to the cover. The small pocket that it's building can be used to hold tags, as you can see here. Subsequently, you will see that the bottom of each 2 bags build a small pocket in between 2 large pages. Those large pages are always built by the tops of the paper bags, where the opening enables 2 photo mats to be tucked in. The photo mats are done with regular double-sided design paper, where I simply printed lines for journaling on one side with my printer. As you can see here, the sides of the bags have been glued together to build some kind of a guiding track for the photo mats. And as you may already know from the last album, I put some package paper pieces in this album as well, to give a hint of where the photos could go and in what size. These small pieces that we will see throughout the album are made of shrinking foil, which I stamped, colored and then shrunk with my heat gun. On the other side you can see a different kind of pocket. It's a piece of acrylic foil that I stamped with StazOn black ink and glued tightly to the edges of the page. By this, the torn piece of cardstock fits right between the foil and the page and does not get lost. And here again we see the photo mats in the pocket, where one side always contains the lines for journaling and the other can hold a photo. The next page has the first bigger interactive element. First of all, we have a tag on the side, which is held by an element that some of you may already know from pull cards. The hidden parts reveal additional place for pictures or text. And this paper border holds 3 smaller tags. And here we have the first small pocket that is formed by the bottoms of the paperbacks. I put a frame on the front that can be filled by another pull tag. The pocket itself contains 2 large tags. And on the other side we have a tiny tag that will be held by another paper border. And again another shrinking foil figure. This piece is done out of an A6 envelope that is not quite folded in half. This builds several pockets for tags. Please notice that the place under these elements can also be used for pictures or journaling. The whole thing is a gorgeous idea I found on Laura Dennison's channel, and I will put a link in the description box below as well. The flip side also gives room for a photo. And again another 2 tags in the pocket on the side. On the next page we have a die cut that is used as a belly band to hold a tag and an envelope. The envelope is held by the flower that I put on the top of the tag. It's made from package paper and stamped with ornaments in Versamark ink. In the envelope there is a folded card for further journaling or smaller pictures. On the next page we have another small pocket. Those who follow my videos already know that I love to use unusual material. For example, this round photo mat is made out of the bottom of a can that I simply covered with design paper. But to avoid injuries, you want to make sure to use one of those can openers that immediately seal the edges. The wonderful ornate plate on the pocket is made from golden matte cardstock. Unfortunately, you cannot really see the sparkle through the camera. However, this time the lines are not printed or stamped, but debossed with an embossing folder. On this page I distressed a piece of cardstock and rolled up the upper left corner to build another pocket. It holds 3 golden embossed pieces of cardstock where one side always has lines for journaling. The embossed sides may hold further smaller pictures. And here the next small pocket that is built by the 2 bottoms of the paper bags. It is again filled with 2 large golden and silver embossed tags. And again another piece of stamped foil is building a pocket for a small tag. The intricate die cut on the next page is made to put more focus on a smaller picture. And again the big photo mats in the side pockets. And the next page holds a picture wheel that I built by using a Sizzix die. This was a real challenge, because I need to find a way to make it as easy as possible for the receiver of the album to fix this part himself. Once all pictures are in place, both parts will be put together with a brad and then glued onto the darker circle. For that I used double-sided tape on the back of the wheel. After this more complex element, the next page simply holds a folded pocket. The plate on the top can also be used for a photo. And now for the last time, we have the mats in the pockets. The last page holds a small photo mat that is embossed on one side, and the debossed pattern on the other side is filled with silver stickles. And here again a small photo mat in the shape of a crest and another small shrink foil element. Same as on the first page, the bottom of the paper bag on the last page connects the pages to the cover and builds another small pocket that can be filled with text. The back of the cover is also wrapped in the flocked ornamental design paper, likewise the front cover. The spine is made out of grunge paper, which is extremely flexible and long-lasting. I covered it with brown flocked paper and die cut it with the distressed doily on the edge die from the Tim Holtz collection by Sizzix. Glued on the front and the back cover, it holds the whole album together and covers the hinges of the paper bags. And this closes the walkthrough for today. I hope you had fun and got inspired. If you liked what you see, I would be delighted to get a thumbs up. And I would love to have you subscribe to show you even more paper ideas that may bring a little bit more color into your life. Hope to see you next week. Bye bye!